everybody, welcome back to my channel. So here's the deal. I haven't posted a video. I posted a video last week, but it was like a Riverdale recap, and then before that I posted a comedy video, but it's been a while since I've posted a mental health video. I had been doing the Tuesday talking videos while I'm driving to therapy on Tuesdays, but the past 3 weeks I haven't driven to therapy. I thought I should film today. I'm really depressed is basically what's going on, and the last thing I want to do right now is film, but I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe filming while I'm depressed might help someone. I know that one of the things that has made me happy, and one of the only things lately that's made me happy, has been doing YouTube and filming, which is one of the reasons I've been doing it and loving it. Hold on, there's a car next to me. So I thought I would force myself to film this. I wanted to get a smoothie for the past 2 days, and I haven't gone out to get it because it seemed like too much effort, so I decided to get up and do it and film this. So I'm gonna feel way more comfortable when the lady next to me is not next to me anymore. And the thing is like, there's nobody in this parking lot, and she pulled up right next to me. It's so annoying. Okay, she's gone. I don't know, everything seems like too much effort. So I thought I'd talk about where I am right now, and I think the easiest way to describe it is being so depressed, like it paralyzes you, like paralyzed by depression. I don't know if anybody can relate, but I've suffered from depression my whole life, but it has periods where it's under control and fine, and then this kind of stuff slips up, and I know it's my brain. Like, I know my brain's making everything not seem worthwhile and making everything seem just blah. Like, everything has a blah haze to it, and it feels like my brain hurts. Not a headache, it's like my brain aches from being depressed. It's the only way I can describe it. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know. It used to be one of my flare symptoms, but I'm not having any other symptoms, so I don't know if this is just me being depressed or if it's kind of like just a combination of everything in my life is kind of piled up to this point. But I'm just not functioning. I'm not functioning well. Like, everything makes me irritated. I'm really unhappy in my life. I feel stuck. I feel like when I try to talk to people about it, that I feel like something's wrong with me. I feel like anytime I have a conversation, like standing up for myself or expressing myself, things like that, I will later panic about it. I'll just go over it in my head over and over again. Like, every time I share myself on social media, I panic about it. And the thing is like, I don't want to hide who I am. I spent too much of my life not being honest about who I was. Like, my family raised me where you just don't talk about things. And it's so unhealthy, and it has hurt me more than helped me. And I told myself, I'm done with it. Like, if I can help people, or if anyone can relate to me, I'd rather talk about things and help one person than to lose a friend by annoying them. Like, but yet it still bothers me if somebody unfollows me on like, I have a private Instagram and a public Instagram, and my private one, I'm trying really hard not to like kind of separate the things that I post on either one, making my public one more, I don't advertise it to like my friends or anything. It's just for this YouTube channel, and I still need to build on it and stuff because I still feel uncomfortable that people are going to find it, which is so dumb. I've got to make a decision if I'm either gonna care about what people think or I'm not. And as much as I say I don't, I totally do, because I'm hindering myself, and then I beat myself up for saying things. And like, if somebody unfollows me on my private Instagram and I've shared something really like personal, then that hurts my feelings, because I feel like they did it because of what I shared, that it annoyed them. But at the same time, I'm trying to remember, but like, it's more important for me to share things, and then like, I get emails and private messages and stuff from people who thank me for some of the things I've said, because it, like, they were afraid to talk about it, and by hearing me talk about it, they like felt better about it. And that's more important to me than like somebody else judging me for saying something just because they're too lazy to scroll past me in a news feed. I want to be careful on this channel not to reveal too much of things that could get me like in trouble in the outside world. So a place I show up to often, I went and talked to someone there because there's some things that have been bothering me for a while, and I don't think it was wrong. Like, I tried to be professional about it and cool, not cool, but you know what I mean, like just professional about it. But all I could do afterward is think, well, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you have to, why is there always a problem with things? And I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way about this certain thing that I had a problem with, but I think there's something about me talking about it or me confronting it. And you're like, I should be proud of myself for like reaching out instead of just sitting there stewing about it. Except at the same time, I'm like, why can't I just be chill and let nothing bother me ever? And it's just impossible for some reason with my personality. It wouldn't be healthy to bottle it up, obviously. I don't know. But this isn't even about being paralyzed and depressed. This is like, this is how my brain works right now. I'm so anxious by things that like, I just don't do them. Like things that are important. It makes me so anxious that I'd rather hide and not do them than just get them over with, or figure out how to take care of them so that I'm not anxious about them for so long. And I know the logic makes no sense. The logic is just do it and get it over with, and you won't be anxious about it anymore. But my brain is like, I can't. Like, dealing with so many like adult business things is too much. Like, money, forget about it. I can't talk about money. I can't like look at my finances. It freaks me out. Paying bills freaks me out. Anything that has to do with money freaks me out. And like at my age, I can't be like that. Like, I have to be able to look at money and be smart about it and not freak out about it. And I don't know what that is. I'm so afraid of germs that like cleaning up sometimes after myself terrifies me, so I don't. As a child, I had really bad OCD, and a lot of people have this misconception that people with OCD are like neat freaks and super clean and all these things. And yeah, that can be the case with some people, but with a lot of people with OCD, it's the opposite, because you have this like controlled chaos. Like I have this controlled chaos in my life, and it's totally reflective of the inside of my brain. And I think when I look at my environment and I know that it is matching the inside of my brain and it's both are a mess, then something has to be done. And I freak out about my future. I freak out about all these things I've wanted from my life that haven't happened yet. And I feel like I'm getting too old for them to happen. And I'm afraid, like, I feel like I keep looking at people's lives and I'm like, I only get to live on this planet one time. I get one shot at this, and I want to experience this stuff. Like, this is my passion. Why don't I get to do that? Why don't I get to experience these things? And then I feel like I'm not good enough, and it's like when I get like this, everything like even a week before, if I'm feeling great and I think things have purpose and I have clarity and I'm like, okay, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and you're just going to stick at it, and what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and it's going to be fine, and I feel inspired. But then like a week later, if I get depressed like this, literally nothing has meaning anymore. And I keep trying to remind myself that isn't reality. Like, you did find meaning in this before. Just let this depression ride it out and keep doing your thing, because at the end you'll be like really happy you stuck it out when you're not feeling the same way about everything anymore. But at the same time, I'm like, is that true? I don't know. Just everything, it's just, life feels like way too much right now, and I'm second guessing every conversation I have with everyone. I'm beating myself up about everything. I feel hideous. I think I'm trying so hard to like overcome things without actually dealing with them. that it's just made it, I don't know. I wish I could just take like a month and a half and like get my life in order. And in my head, I know what that looks like. If I could just get everything organized in my head and in my life, I feel like I would have that, I would be clear enough to handle things. And I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it has to happen regardless. So anyway, my therapist wants me to do like a medical leave of absence from my job for temporarily, like short-term disability. And he said that it's common for people to do it for emotional reasons. And especially, like, I have a lot of health stuff that has completely changed my life in the past 4 years. My life's 100% different than it was 4 years ago. And I haven't dealt with that. I haven't mentally really dealt with that, because I've been so focused on dealing with getting healthy and staying at my job and just everything that's not, like, going around the perimeter of everything, but not looking at the fact that, like, I lost all my friends. I lost everything I was doing in my life. Like, it had to be put on hold. I feel like crap all the time. My hair is falling out. Like, things that I'm not, that I'm acting like are fine, just things I'm not dealing with. It's like ironic to me that in order for me to be able to like take this life break, I have to do all these things that like feel impossible to do. Like all this business, all these forms, like all these things, and I don't know how to do it, and I'm freaking out about it, and I'm so ready to just fold. But the thing is like I have to, if I do this, I can't just stay in bed for a month and a half, which would be so easy. Like I actually have to use this time to get my life in order. My therapist wants me to come twice a week. Like I've got to map out what I'm gonna do every day and everything, and it's gonna be like excruciating, because doing stuff when you're depressed is excruciating, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. Then I think to myself, like, why is there something always wrong with you, Jennie? Like, why? Like, because I've mentioned before, in my past I had an eating disorder, and then I moved, and then I had this wrong with me, and I'm like, do people think there's always something wrong with me? I mean, before my eating disorder, nothing was wrong with me. I had eating disorder, and I didn't do that, like, it just happened. I didn't even know what those really were until I was diagnosed with it. And so then I finally got over that, and I moved to LA, and I tried not to have that identity anymore. But then I got sick, and I'm like, do people think I'm trying to be? I don't know. Like, I keep thinking these things in my head, and then I start having these like awful thoughts where my like brain keeps putting me in these positions that are terrifying. Like I was going through this whole period where I was panicking about the Thai soccer team. It was like cave divers that went to rescue them. We're talking like way after they were rescued. When they were in the cave, I wasn't even panicking about them. Like, I thought about them and hoped they were okay, but I wasn't panicking about them. Now I keep panicking about them. Like, I keep picturing them coming out of there and panicking about it. And like, I'll like put myself in these awful situations, and I'll start like, it's like my whole body shudders, and I have to like make my mind not think about it. Then I start panicking because I've read all the law of attraction stuff, and I'm like, am I manifesting these awful things by even thinking about them? And then I worry about that, and then worry that that's manifesting them. And it's like I obsess about it. It's just exhausting being inside my brain. And so that's where I am. I don't know. I'm a mess. So, I just want to be honest about that. That's where I am right now. Hopefully I'll start feeling better soon. But maybe while I'm feeling this bad, maybe I can make more videos. I just don't want to be a complete downer. But if it would help people, I don't know. I feel like no one's going to watch this until like 2 years from now. So maybe it'll help someone 2 years from now. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to finish my smoothie. I need to take my medicine. That's the other thing. Like, I don't take my medicine when I'm feeling bad, which is making it worse. It's like I purposely do things to make things worse when I'm feeling bad, and I don't know why. Like, I know it'll make me feel better, but yet it just seems like too much to do. Like, I left my purse in my car in my garage accidentally, and there's certain medicines I have to take every day, which I'm going to take right now while I'm talking to you, because I'm going to think about it. And oh, sorry, Emmy, I'm sorry. And I need to take it twice a day, and it was in my car. It was like I couldn't bother to do it. There was soup in a bag here that I got for dinner, but I left it in my car, and it was like too much to go get it, and now it's spoiled. I can't eat it. Like, why I do these things? There are all these things that are like out of my control. We're trying to like realize it's out of my control, but like, what is in my control and what can I do? And there are things I can do that I keep putting off. I just really want to be in charge of my own life. Like, we only get to live once, and I want to be able to do the things that make me happy. I've tried, and it's just like I care too much what people thought, or I went about it wrong, or I lived in people's shadows for a while. I just, like, I'm ready, and I know what I want, and I know what it looks like, but getting there and like having someone believe in me and saying like, okay, we'll give her a shot, or just, I don't know when that's gonna happen, and it frustrates me. And I know all I can do is just like try and keep making things and being consistent and keep writing and keep like doing all these things. It's just, I have to be patient. And I'm learning, like, I've spent the whole time I was in LA like collaborating with other people, and for the first time I'm learning, trying to figure out what my voice is and trusting my instincts, just me, without other people's opinions. And that's really made a difference in terms of my ability to create. But sometimes I feel like it's so much rejection, because it really is. But that's part of life. I don't know, I could go on and on. I feel like I'm talking forever. Anyway, if you watch this video, thank you for watching. I promise I'm not always this down. I make a variety of videos. Some, like, I do comedy, I do loop, like, I've already explained what I do, but I do a variety of videos. Yeah, so if you would like to subscribe to me, this is my subscription spiel. And until next time, I'm gonna film a new video next time. I can't even talk. Alright, I'm gonna go home now. Alright, bye.